After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. The ACC championship is on the line here. It's the Boston College Eagles against the NC State Wolfpack. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe now, reporting for the sidelines. Holly?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Holly. Clearly, both teams are going to have to adjust to the weather here today. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Looks like Boston College will have the first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Took contact on the throw. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. They go to the air to reach the end zone. Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Here comes the bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss.
It's caught. He's breaking free. Now here he goes. He goes out of bounds inside the 45.
Chris, this is like a quarterback's best friend here. This is an easy completion. Watch as he just hits the wide receiver on a little drag route, and if you're on time and on target, you give him an opportunity to run after the catch. That's exactly what happens here. The defense is out of position, and it's a big gain for this offense.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Now it's 2nd down here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
To the air, it's Bailey. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Makes the catch. It's Green. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Dickens. He's got room to run. Look out. An effective play. Good for a 1st down at the 35. This running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player. It's great for the program. And because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a real...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Coaches always talk to us about being balanced, but here's the thing. If something is working, force them to stop it. Big play in the run game, then they go to the passing game and immediately take a sack.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a 1st down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
And the Eagles will try to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Makes the grab. It's right. They make the tackle, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. Second and inches, anything is at your disposal.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they get the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Bringing pressure. Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, Eagles! A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. We get a stoppage here. Looks like an injured member of the Wolfpack. The senior defensive end. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? And he's swarmed quickly. They're all over the QB run there.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us, and that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Scanning the field. It's Balin. Coming after him. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
You've got to have your head on a swivel as a quarterback outside of the pocket. I feel like he does a nice job here, Chris. Look, he gets what he can get, and then he just gets down and avoids the big hit. That's a nice job.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened. Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
He goes out of bounds, but moves the ball across midfield. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Wants to throw it. And the pressure's on. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating second and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. Second and short is the perfect time for this play.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. NC State now operating in the red zone. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got first and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number 1, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front.
Touchdown, NC State. He runs it into the end zone. Comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Throwing again on second and 10. The receiver grabs it. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Chris, it seems to me like this quarterback is predetermining where he wants to throw the football. He's got to just read the concept out. Here, the coverage is really good, and he still forces the football, forces the issue down the field. That ball probably should have been picked off.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
That is such a deflating play for this defense. You've got them right where you want them. It is fourth and forever, and they still are able to...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is the problem with taking a sack on first down. It's long yardage. Now they don't get a completion, and it's going to be third and forever.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the single back takes the handoff. Here he goes. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
The pocket breaking down. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Chris, that is such an important touchdown, a big-time score by this offense to take the lead going into half, knowing that they've got to kick it off to the opposition to start the third quarter. That's a beautiful job, getting themselves in position and then executing to get into the end zone.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. No room to run. They bring him down for no gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, Chris, this set of downs was doomed from the start. You take a sack on first down, it's going to be second and long, and now you're throwing the football because you have to. The defense is ready. It's an incompletion, and now it's third and long.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
They'll kick it away here. And it's taken right around the 35. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's right. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Chris, he's seeing the defense really well. He knows he's got zone coverage, and he knows he can exploit that area, that soft spot, with the slant route on the outside. He's able to do so with good timing and good execution.
They're going to run it here. Look out, he breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Eagles.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And he's got it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Back to throw. It's Bailey. Grabbed by the receiver. And it works. The first down to the 35.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is hauled in. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. NC State comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, give half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And moves the football to the 27 and a 1st down.
Well, this is a great job by this offense of just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start.
They can't get him to the ground. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside. Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Chris, that's exactly what this defense needed. Second and short, now a loss of yardage, and you've got third down and an opportunity to get off the field. A really good job of them being aggressive there on that second and short, not just giving up the first down.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They convert. First and goal now, coming up at the 5.
Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the second effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a first down.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Moves out of the pocket. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, what do you hear me say all the time in these red zone situations, and more specifically in goal-to-go situations? Don't put the ball in harm's way. It's touchdown, check down, and if the check down's not there, take it yourself. Get what you can get. As a quarterback, you've got to manage the game, and this is a great example of managing this goal-to-go situation.
Touchdown, North Carolina State. This offense really clicking. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Great catch!
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Boston College has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Dickens. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
This is good situational defense from this secondary. You can tell that they want to force the ball down the field. And obviously, with this clock situation, they need to, but they're forced to check it down to the back. These defensive backs just need to continue to stay deeper than the deepest and force the quarterback into these safe passing scenarios.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Again, makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on first down, move the chains on second and third down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Man, there is nothing there after the catch because of this defense and the coverage. It is just blanket coverage. It's everything this offense can do just to complete the ball, and then boom, the defense is right there to take them down.
Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really...
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going the last possession. Very efficient, precise. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle.
Well, Chris, they tried to pick up the first with the RPO. That's the bread and butter play of this offense, but they're short. So what do they do here? 4th and short. Do they go for it?
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Using his legs. It's stopped. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. 1st and goal here for the offense. Grinding away on the ground. Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
They're in a really good position here offensively. A field goal makes it a two-possession game. Now it's about taking as much time off this clock as you possibly can. Love running the football in this next play. I don't even think that they need to score. If it's open, go down, kick the field goal, take the two possessions, and drain the clock as much as you can.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Timeout taken by NC State here, their second. We've got one more timeout to use now.
Chris, as an offense, this is a tough position to be in on the field. You don't have a lot of space because of the back of the end zone. I like crossing routes in this situation. Get your tight ends, your backs, your slot receivers moving across the field on this third down.
Stuff again for no gain. Sets up 4th and long. Now the Wolfpack will use the last of their timeouts. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. Nice grab. It's Robinson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. NC State comes to the line quickly.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slide to the end of the run. Now that's a first down, but we'll check out the flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. It's 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
Second down after that previous play. Lets it fly to the wideout. And is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee.